Question of the day is, what are you painting? Let me know down below in the comments section, and like this video if you are enjoying it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to be notified of upcoming videos. Let's get back.
Today we're going to play with rust ink, which is basically made from a jar of nails and vinegar. And I've listed the materials here and down below in the description. And the first thing I'm going to do is show you my mason jar that's full of nails and vinegar. Vinegar breaks down the iron that is in the nails and produces this really neat ink. I got the idea from Jean Haynes. She has this description in a book of hers. I'll list it down below in the description for you. So I created this. This jar is about 9 months old. I'll pick it up, shake it around, and I'll let it sit. And if I pour any of the liquid out of there, which I did, into a smaller jar, which I'm grabbing right now, I have this ready for me to use with my watercolor paints, and I have had tough luck on it, but I'm starting to learn based on Jean Haynes' class. So she gave permission for us to show this technique, and I'm going to show you what I came up with today. And I have red ochre pigment that I purchased. It's a powder, and I have that in the jar about 1 o'clock on my video screen here. And right now I'm putting just some of the raw vinegar ink, this rust ink, on my paper, and I'm pouring some of it into where this red powder pigment is. I'm going to mix that together. I'm going to put some of that on my paper. Then I'm going to take walnut ink, and this is Daniel Smith's walnut ink, and I'm putting down some basic ingredients that when I add water to it, it's going to create a chemical reaction, and it's going to cause the particles to separate from the water, and it's going to create a really neat effect. And right now I'm putting on the walnut ink, just a little bit in there, and if you notice, I'm using pipettes for me to do that. So when you mix those together, nothing is going to happen. The only time something is going to begin to happen is if you put water on this. And so I've squirted some water, and I'm going to add a little bit of water down below with a clean brush, and basically I'm doing that so I can help let gravity pull that those ingredients downward. And then I also want to experiment with some ultramarine blue. Quinacridone gold is a great color, and permanent yellow orange I'm going to use in another video. Well, as I put water down here, so that way the paints and this mixture will want to run down, I'm just going to continue to squirt it to kind of like push it along. And even as I do that with my ultramarine blue paint, now that's pretty thick up there, but as it starts to mix together, you're going to start to see this, it's almost like twisty hair. That's the texture that comes out. It looks like twisted hair. And this could be used when you're painting animals. Jean Haynes has a video. I'm in her art school, and I'm very much enjoying it. I highly recommend it. And she uses it for us to create a bird's nest. And you could use this for like sheep hair if you're doing an abstract type of painting with animals. And what I'm doing with this is just a test paper, and I think you should try it. But don't get frustrated if you don't get the effect right away. I struggled in getting this effect moving, and what I realized was I just need to put the ink, put that rust ink, put the walnut and the pigments together, and then put some water, then put some paint in it, and you can see I'm just letting this flow down, and there's a lot of granulation in it. So this is the lesson today. Play. Find different things that you can play with. This is one that we tried today, and I will be releasing a few other videos that will show you how you can use this to create some really cool trees. I looked at this and I thought, wow, I want a painting that has some just tree tops, and then I want the roots. And for me, what's below, what's inside of us is just as beautiful as what people see at the top. So the tree tops I wanted because, you know, I love trees. I love the colors. But what's inside of us? What are we rooted in? And for me, like, I have a relationship with God, and the roots of that really affect my life in really good ways. And it's made me a better person. So I am going to create a tree picture, 2 of them. And this was our practice run, so you could just play with this, see how it reacts and responds. And even when my painting is dry, this stuff stays put. It will not come off easily. I can't even scrub it off. So it's a lot of fun. So you got to try it. Let me know what you think. Put your comments down below. Subscribe to the channel so you can be notified of when those next videos are coming out. And I will see you next time. One last comment. Okay, take a look at this texture. Isn't that amazing? This is when it's completely dry. So this was our test paper. Now we're going to move on to doing some paintings.